Hi, I'm Barbara Bertucci, and I am just so excited to be here with these wonderful people to share some amazing things that have occurred with this wonderful technologies from Japan. There are Earth energies and the sun's energies, and we bring them into our home, and it's amazing what occurs. So, I'm going to share something that just occurred this morning. I drink tea and I have a new tea kettle. And for some reason, I was pouring and the steam got my finger here. And it hurt. And I was like, oh, dark on it. I hope I don't burn. And so I'm piddling around the kitchen. And before I realized it, it was coming up festering. It was going to make a blister.
Mm.
So I got my chip, my energy chip, which has some amazing energy that's it's like a little vortex coming off of it, and I just held it here, um, which is a little cumbersome because now both your hands are taken up. So later, I took some duct tape that's been used, so I didn't want it to stick to my blister, so it was just sticking up by my makeup, and I just draped it on there, and it's got ceramics, which uses the energy of the sun. Then I found my little wrap. So this all together, I have just a red spot and no blister. So it's pretty amazing that I'm going to keep it on there because I can still see where I burned, but it's not festering and it's not coming up to a blister. So I'm excited about that. And I think what I'll do, let's just go ahead. Okay, Hattie Jane, take it away.
Thank you. Well, as you can see, I've dangling around my neck this kind of cord. And what it does, along with, for me, along with that power chip that you were using for the immediate need, is a more chronic need of dealing with my allergies at this time of year, in which I was the type of person that would always have Kleenex and sniffling and sneezing like a chronic cold. I was not very pleasant to be around now that I'm not doing it. And I'm not doing it. And I haven't had to buy tissues until we had this marvelous virus hit us and I put it in for bathroom care because I haven't had to need it. I can breathe. Oh, it's so much fun to breathe. Never knew I could do that. For centuries. This was after I was 50 years old. So you can imagine what my life was like without it and why I am so passionate about this stuff. Oh boy. Come join us.
Oh,
Thank you.
thank you, Hattie Jane. All right, Lorraine, take it away. Up, you're muted.
Okay, my testimony this morning is planting my lettuce patch. I've got a flower pot, and I've used it as a to cut ends of lettuces off, romaine lettuce off, and put it in the soil to see if it would grow. I planted organic lettuce and did that, and it came up really good. I fed it with the especially filtered water from the waterfall, Mag waterfall, and it grew nicely. And then one day I was in the store and they didn't have the romaine lettuce, in the package, so I just picked up a regular romaine lettuce and I did the same thing with that. I put that one in, and it took a while for it to grow. The organic one just grew really nicely, but the non-organic one, it just put one little leaf on it, and it took weeks. It's just starting to grow. So this morning, my husband, my production manager, we were outside in the yard doing a video of this, so I'll be able to share the video once he's finished the video.
Oh, that's great. That's awesome. All right, Dee, take it away.
Hi, everyone. Well, when I was first introduced, my biggest issue was not sleeping well, and also um, multiple areas of my back and neck of having discomforts from an old car accident, and that was daily spasms and numbness and hurts and all that kind of stuff, and not sleeping. So I had no energy, and I was working 50, 60 hours a week. And so I was so urgent to feel better. I really got many of the products right away. And when I started sleeping all night on the sleep technologies in our sleep system,
Mhm.
in addition to the other things, and not having discomforts, it was just life changing for me. I can't even say how grateful I am, that what I felt 13 years ago before being introduced and what I feel now with the absence of discomfort, with the absence of sleepless nights is just incredible. So
Didn't
thank
they
you.
didn't they tell you, Dee, to just go home and live with it kind of thing?
Yeah, yes, exactly. Exactly. It's just, it's always that. Or um, if I had sought treatment for it, that being a nurse in the as background, I knew some of the treatments that would have been recommended. And I did not want to look at surgery or medications if I could avoid that.
Yeah.
And so to find some natural, safe, effective, economical ways to manage everyday life is incredible.
Mm. Oh, thank you so much. That's awesome. Hey, Barbara, and say where you're from. You're up in Canada, right? Where are you?
I am. I'm in a little town 2 hours northwest of Toronto in Ontario.
Wow.
Yeah. And we're having a hot spell right now.
Yay. Welcome to Florida.
Yeah, exactly. Well, my husband used, because this is a fairly temperate area, my husband used to call it Florida North. Yeah. Um, my story started when we were rear-ended in a car accident. And I was in a cervical collar for 8 weeks and had just a normal head discomfort every day for 4.5 years. But it precipitated that excruciating kind of discomfort where you become the filling in a pillow sandwich
Mm,
and everybody walks on eggs, and nobody wants to even whisper because the sound is magnified.
wow.
Well, we were introduced to the sleep system, and that 4.5-year-old headache, I'll say it, normal headache, went away for the first time. But in the meantime, I'd been sent for massage therapy, chiropractic, physiotherapy, acupuncture, and nothing they did got rid of that normal head discomfort of 4.5-year duration. The excruciating discomfort, 2 to 4 times a week, well, I got the power band, I got the necklace, I wear the two of them together.
No.
And in 22 years, I went from 2 to 4 a week to 6 in 22 years, got rid of all 6 without the over-the-counter pain meds, using the Mag Duo, the CM cream, and the sleep mask. And it'll be gone in less than an hour without toxic drugs.
Amazing. Amazing. It didn't take us overnight to get that way, but it helps to unwind and to help us get back to the normal, I'll call it normalcy, right? Where we at least aren't hurting anywhere. And that's amazing.
Well, natural energy.
Yes.
And I've been taking online courses throughout COVID. So you're sitting on your computer for hours at a time, the Kinko ground under the laptop, and these around the neck. I don't have that neck and shoulder stress or the eye fatigue that we would be experiencing without these technologies.
Nice.
It's a win-win all the way around.
That's great. Yeah, I I got to remember to put my grounding pad by my computer. That's true, especially when you're on it more. That's right. All right, Dawn Marie, take it away.
Well, excuse me. Good morning, everyone. I am from Sacramento, California, and I'm probably the newest member of the group here. And I have found that using these amazing little items brings me so much relief. I am a naturalist by heart. I am not on any prescribed medication. And I always look for ways to heal myself naturally without invading my system.
Mm.
Well, I was told about this little device, which is a MagFlex. And I'm telling you, I don't leave home without it. I wake up in the morning with any kind of discomfort in my body. I just lay it on me. And I'm telling you, within 5 to 7 minutes, I just feel it kind of settling down in my system. My aches are gone. I'm revived. I have energy. I love including these products with the nutritional line that comes with this. And I feel like $1,000,000, guys. I feel revived. I feel new. I'm so happy that I was introduced to this product because it's a godsend. It's a godsend. It just has made a world of difference in my body and my overall clarity in how I function. I'm not in, any aches and pains throughout the day. I love every piece of equipment that this company offers because it's so simple. All you have to do is use it. And when you use it, you get this automatic relief. This magnetic technology is amazing.
Mm.
I love it, guys. Thank you so much for allowing me to share.
Oh, you're awesome. That's great. And your energy does show. You have some great energy.
Yes.
And she actually started with the waterfall. So, we're over well, 80% in our head, in our brain, water, but over 74% water in our whole body. So if you want to start transforming, that might be the way to go. Now, I've got June and Elaine on. I'm not sure. June, are you up for sharing this morning? No? Talk you into it. All right, I'm going to see if Elaine will come back on, but I'm going to go ahead and show my little thing. I don't know if it's better if y'all can see, but there's no blister on that anymore. It's just a red dot, and I've just been putting this wonderful little chip on it.
May I add something about that, Barbara?
Yeah, please.
When you got that steam burn, if you had put your fingers immediately into a glass or a cup of pie water,
Okay.
you would have had results almost immediately. Remember the pie water.
Okay, I sure will. I was more into wanting to drink my tea. That's terrible.
Well, you can drink with one hand and you can soak with the other. It's not, you don't have to hold it on. You can have your drink and soak.
This was in my pocket. I just had my shorts to go walk the dog and stuff, and this happened to be in my pocket. So I was like, oh, readily available. Here we go. But it's not, like I said, it wasn't the easiest to hold it on to that spot. So we have the tape, we have other areas, but you wouldn't want to tape. I wouldn't want to tape this. This has got the ceramics on it.
But it's nice to hear that after we take it off our body, having taped, that we can share the little slips to ourselves that they still work.
Oh yeah, I sometimes lay them in my pet's bed underneath the cover of the bed. But it's
put some CM cream on your burn.
CM cream, I sure will. I have it over there. This was one that I had used, Hattie Jane, on my face when I had my dental work, and so it was lightly still sticky. So I just kept it by my desk, and I was like, oh, when I went and got my computer, I said, well, I'll just drape it on here. Now I'll put the magnet on there. That'll enhance the ceramics, right? And juice it up, give it more energy, and stop me from blistering. So, but yeah, I will get the water. It's just over there, and I'm in my little corner.
And it's so great because in talking and sharing this with people, but sharing it among ourselves, we find new adjuncts to things we really and truly have known. We've tried to do, but we've forgotten. And it's.
I see Elaine's back
tells you
on.
the products to keep using them.
Yeah, Elaine, you wanna
Brewster.
share?
Yeah.
Elaine
Um,
Brewster.
Hi, good morning. Let me tell you what brought us into this business. My husband had a muscle twitch and it fired off every 6 seconds. He
Oh.
developed that during graduate school because it was so hard. He said he felt like he'd been locked in a closet, told to come out 3 years later with his PhD. You know, he got no help he had no meetings, he had no help from from his professor that was over him. It was just horrible. And so this became a habit and it just never went away. Fired off every 6 seconds all day long for 28 years. Well, the only thing that they have in the Western medical world are muscle relaxants. And then you can't drive well, you can't play sports well. That's not a good choice.
Right.
And there's nothing else. And so Nikin had these 2 rolling balls. They're called Mag Duo nowadays. And you roll these balls, they're in a little container together, and they spray out energy. And so I rolled his shoulder at a meeting. They said, well, roll it where it hurts. Well, we were young, nothing hurt. And so I just rolled it on his shoulder. And for, oh gosh, no more than 90 seconds. And it happened to be a weekend where I was observing him a lot. I only saw his shoulder fire off 3 times in 24 hours. That's a huge change. And it shows what it can do, and just
Dee's
one more.
holding that up. Dee, hold it up again, put it close to the camera.
Thank you, Dee. I didn't have mine handy.
Yeah, there you go. It's got the 2 spinning
There you go.
magnetic and ceramic balls. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, good, Lorraine. A lot of people have them handy.
Yeah.
Thank you. So
And,
after just using it how long? Tell me again.
Oh, 90 seconds tops, 60 to 90 seconds. And so this magnetism and far infrared, it's doing something to our bodies. I had another really interesting experience. I used to get a cleaving in my head where it felt like a cleaver was chopping my head in half every time I descended in an airplane. It was just horrible. It was right there. And I started sleeping on a magnetic pillow, and then I started flying, and all of a sudden, nothing happened. Now, I can't tell you why, but pillow for 3 weeks. We flew to Australia, that was about 10 days. And then we flew to Japan, and that was about 10 days. So I was off my magnetic pillow for 3 weeks. At the end of 3 weeks, I started noticing something again. So that influence stayed with the body for a long time, helping the body to restore itself and be part of nature again, that we're so removed from.
Amazing. Amazing.
Yeah.
Wow. I just think that, tweaking one little thing, like with your husband, showing that he suffered for so long with this, excruciating cramping, and then it goes away that quickly. Yay. Now, Barbara, you said you have another share you'd like to share?
However, we want to keep it short because we want to keep attention.
You want
Okay.
it or another time?
Okay, we can do it next week. So stay tuned for next week, and we will.
Ooh, and it will be great.
Yeah.
It is powerful.
So get with the person that invited you. These are just the tip of the iceberg of some of the things that might be beneficial to you and your family. It's worth a look. See, there are no, what do we call them? Side effects. They're only good effects. And that's the beauty of it. And they're tangible. You have them around your house and you use them. So, I was going to show that. I think I did, but I'll show it again. So there's my finger. I have no blister on that, just a little red spot. And yay, and I'll put it in water when I'm done for here today. All right. Thank you guys. It's been great.